first impressions, having looked at NYCFC on film, I would think. What do you think about where they're at and what challenge they?
I mean, the challenge is more just the field.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different field. It's going to be a smaller field. It's going to be a field that it's going to be a slower field because I think they let the grass grow a little bit in between the baseball games as well, and so that's going to take a little bit of time to get used to. For any team to play there, you can't practice on it. You can try and simulate it, but I know. When I coached at UCLA years ago, we used to play some home games on our baseball stadium, and just the angle of the field and everything. It's strange. It'll take us like 15, 20 minutes or so to get used to it.
But how about being in that stadium though, playing?
Well, the tradition's great, I'm glad we're not playing against Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig or any of those guys or Joe DiMaggio or all the famous Yankees that have played in the past. And it's a good thing we're not Boston, so we don't have the curse of the Bambino against us. But, the history and so forth, obviously that's something that we're looking forward to being in to me there's like iconic buildings and stadiums, in different sports, whether it's a Fenway Park or whether it's a Wrigley Field or, a Yankee Stadium. There's just stadiums. And I've never been to Yankee Stadium to watch anything, so I'm looking forward to that.
Playing off of that question, is there a favorite place or stadium that you've ever played in or been to?
There's lots that I've enjoyed, and being there. Probably, being in Dortmund Stadium the first time and just experiencing their home crowd there, was pretty phenomenal. Being in Kaiserslautern, because that's like a box. It's so loud in there, so that's obviously something you remember. Having been to Wembley, you remember that. As well, being in Liverpool at Anfield, remember that for sure. So there's places, and obviously there's places here in the States too, not just, being in Madison Square Garden, going through things like that are unique and are fun. Even Candlestick was okay. Cold, but okay.
Candlestick's no more.
Yeah, exactly. It's gone.
Being that this is the first of 3 road games, what sort of challenges does that prevent for you guys?
It's the first, so it's a little bit easier to one hand. The second one in Columbus might be a little more difficult because you come back and you got to go again. But certainly, we have to endure, on the road, and we have to be successful on the road, and we've been a good team on the road. So, our philosophy doesn't change much in terms of how we play. It might change a little bit in terms of the field, in this particular game. But, it's just, we know we got to play 17 road games eventually, so might as well bring them on.
Was there any serious consideration to just staying east?
We thought about it, but the thing is, it doesn't really work to stay in New York because just getting to the training facility is very inconvenient. So that would have put us into Columbus like on Monday. We would have been in Columbus for the whole week, and would have been a whole different training rhythm and everything else. So, talking to the guys, being able to come home Monday night and they get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at home, in their own beds, we felt that was worthwhile.
I think we're about at the point of the season where you said you would have maybe a truer take on Brad Evans' conversion. Have you clicked over into a firm decision that he's anchored there now?
Well, I think the numbers have been good. We've had 4 shutouts in 7 games. Our goals against, I think, is the lowest in the league right now. So from that standpoint, it's been okay. I think he's still learning. He's still improving. I asked him today how he felt. He feels a lot more comfortable at the position. So, I'm happy with it. There's still more tests to come, and there'll probably still be a mistake or 2 to come as well. But, right now I think he's doing more things right than wrong, and I think his anticipation and his reading of play is also improved from the back.
Roldan's back from the U20s. Have you talked to him about his experience, and have you seen any difference in his play out on the training pitch?
Yeah, he and I talked about it, and it's all, anytime you come into any national team, it's a good experience for you, and it's good exposure. Playing against Croatia, was a good test for them and a good game. It's not going to change him markedly, I think, but it's just part of the growing process and the adjustment process, and I think he's growing right now. He's adjusting for sure.
I think I don't know, it's good for Seattle fans in some way to get another look at Man U and a club like Club America, just bring some of the clubs of the world into town.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a game that, they wound up playing in Seattle because of, the fans that'll come out for it. We've always enjoyed playing those games ourselves when we played against Man United and things like that. But right now it's, it's something that, I look forward, because I never really get to do this. I look forward to the fact of being able to go to the stadium and actually watch a game. So that'll be fun, and getting a good up-close look at Club America, who could be a team that is maybe that we'll face down in Champions League down the line. And obviously it's always good, to have Man United in town, maybe watch a training and see how things work out there.
Will you be watching the Champions League final tonight?
We'll watch it. Probably have to watch it delayed because I think I have a dinner obligation with my daughter in town and my grandson. But I'll be watching it, so don't text me or tweet me any scores. I will stay off Twitter and don't text me.